Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get started with your top stories this morning, brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Las Vegas City Councilwoman Michele Fiore announces she's throwing her hat in the ring for governor. But this comes at a time when she's facing accusations of assault and misuse of campaign funds. Review Journal's Jen Ah tells us more. Jen?
That's right, Renee. The timing is very surprising. As our Review Journal team reports, Michele Fiore is under an FBI investigation related to her campaign finances.
I have no personal ability to know what the FBI's motives is.
And fellow Councilwoman Victoria Seaman accused Fiore of breaking her finger in an assault inside City Hall.
Passionate people get in arguments with other passionate people.
Here's her campaign consultant's response to all that so-called baggage.
You had milquetoast moderate Mitt Romney, right, who, clean as a whistle, and ran an ineffective campaign, betrayed the values of the Republican Party, betrayed the values of the conservative movement. Baggage is a byproduct when you fight as loudly and proudly as someone like Michele Fiore.
Fiore declined to take questions from reporters, but there's no denying, even from her own campaign staff, that she has a lot more baggage than her opponents in the governor's race. She faces several prominent Republicans, including former U.S. Senator Dean Heller, Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo, and North Las Vegas Mayor John Lee. Renee?
And we have new information about the Mojave High School coach charged with sexual conduct with a student. Police say Michael Jones met with a student he coached in a Walmart parking lot. They also found text messages where Jones, quote, tells her that her body is desirable. He was a substitute volleyball coach but was fired last week. A preliminary hearing is set for December 13th. Also, rapper Flavor Flav was arrested on suspicion of domestic battery. Police were called to a home in Henderson after a woman reported her husband had hit her and taken her cell phone. The Public Enemy rapper was booked on a misdemeanor count of domestic battery. And authorities have identified the driver who was killed in an apparent road rage shooting. 27-year-old Glenn Anthony Card of Las Vegas was shot and killed early Monday while driving on the 215 Beltway near the airport connector. The suspect vehicle fled and police have not identified the shooter. Anyone with information can call Crime Stoppers. In other news, President Joe Biden's goal is to produce 100% clean electricity by 2035. And now 2 Nevada universities will have a role in helping develop those technologies to make that happen. The U.S. Secretary of Energy announced $40 million of projects nationwide, including 2 at UNLV and UNR.
These grants were both applauded by Senator Cortez Masto and Representative Titus, both who said that energy is a big part of the future as well as an important need for an area like Las Vegas.
In your health news, sponsored by Forum Dental Love Your Smile Again, Las Vegas is now seeing more flu activity than it had this time last year. The Walgreens Flu Index reports Las Vegas as the top-ranking market nationwide. This comes after unprecedented low levels last year that many experts attribute to COVID restrictions and mask wearing. And Clark County has reached one of the 2 requirements to exit the state mask mandate with a test positivity rate below 8%. The county reported a 6.6% 2-week positivity rate. The next step to lift the mask mandate, the county also has to decrease its case rate. Now it's time to take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. Today, increased cloud coverage in the forecast for your Wednesday. Still, we'll see a high of 75 degrees. Light winds. Tonight, mostly cloudy, lows around 56 degrees. For the rest of the week, we will continue to warm up, 82 degrees by Friday. After, we should stay in the upper 70s. Light winds throughout the week, evening lows sitting in the upper 50s.
Now to your sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. With Trayvon Mullen and Damon Arnett on injured reserve, the Raiders are adding to the cornerback position. Tuesday, the Raiders agreed to terms with veteran cornerback Desmond Trufant. Trufant brings 9 years of experience and played 2 games this year with the New Orleans Saints. For more Raiders news, tune into Vegas Nation Blitz, streaming at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are minus 120 home favorites at the Westgate SuperBook against the St. Louis Blues today at T-Mobile Arena. The Blues are plus 110. The total is 5.5 with the over juice to minus 130. The Knights are plus 200 to cover the minus 1.5 puck line. The Knights are the 8-1 second choice to win the Stanley Cup behind the Colorado Avalanche at 5-1, and the Blues are 40-1.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, a former Nevada Gaming Control Board chairwoman is named to the board of directors of Allegiant Travel Company, the parent company of Allegiant Air. Sandra Douglas Morgan is the owner of Douglas Morgan LLC, and she was the first African American to serve as control board chair. Morgan said in a release, quote, Allegiant is a true innovator in the travel industry, a dynamic company that continues to break the mold of traditional airlines, adding that she is excited to be a member of the board. In your lifestyle news, a new bakery hopes to satisfy your sweet tooth without sugar or gluten. Starburst Parlor on West Charleston Boulevard features keto-friendly treats, including sugar-free ice cream and gluten-free pizza. Its owner got the idea to start the bakery after she was laid off during the pandemic.
Like the past year, I've been doing pop-ups. So my teenage son and I will spend a huge amount of time baking for days and days in advance, and then go out and another business would host us and help me out in that way. So now we joke and we say it's like a pop-up every day in our own place.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. So what are you doing for New Year's Eve? It could be checking out Bruno Mars on the Las Vegas Strip. Review Journal columnist John Katzlamides has the details.
You know, folks, one of my favorite New Year's Eves ever in Las Vegas was 2013 when Bruno Mars headlined at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. He's back rocking it again on New Year's Eve. He'll be at Dolby Live, which used to be Park Theater at Park MGM. Mars is playing December 17th and 18th, December 30th and December 31st, so be ready to party, and remember, phones aren't allowed.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have a Roku device, search Review Journal to download our channel. And if you're watching 7 at 7 on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.